Tell us what you were going to say about the real estate, your first.
Oh, when I came down here, I'll tell you the whole story from the beginning.
Okay.
We came home from overseas and we stayed with Mary's parents, all 5 of us in one room, and they were wonderful. And we were selling encyclopedias.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd had 3 or 4 crazy jobs with anything to make a buck.
Mm-hmm.
I worked with Sears selling the American People's Encyclopedia for about 8 months. We called it the APE.
Uh-huh.
And I got to a point where I had 3 people working for me, and I got an override on their sales. And I did better off by myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I got to April of '57, and I got sick of it. I was really ready to do something else. So I went to Snelling & Snelling, an employment agency, told them I was looking for a better job. They sent me to the Commerce Clearinghouse. We had a manager named Windsor Fye. He was one of these push, redhead, ready to explode with high blood pressure. Very able sales manager. But very impatient. He kept me waiting for about half an hour before I could see him. He said, I went in. I looked about 17 years old. I was 27. And he says, yeah, what is it? I said, I'm here for that job you're advertising. So he says, have you had an experience like... I said, sure. And I took out the commission statement and gave it to him. He said, what's this for? Last month? It was about $800. I said, no, that's last week. He got all excited. He said, well, we got a place in New Haven. We got a place in Fall River. And he says, how soon can you start? I said, right now. And he says, where do you want to go? I said, what's the most competitive? He says, oh, New Haven. We've had a lot of trouble down there. I said, I'll go there. And he says, we don't pay moving expenses. I started to laugh. I said, I don't have anything to move. So we went down there, and it took me about 2 years to get established. I was commuting back to Cambridge where we lived. And Mary was taking care of the kids. She did a great job. And I had a little room in Wallingford, Connecticut. And we finally looked around for a house at the tail end of '57. And the houses were very scarce, and I found this little place on B Street next to Marge and Andy Sullivan, which turned out to be the best pick I could have ever made. Fortuitous. And that's where we purchased our first home. And things were just on an upward curve from then on. It was at the tail end of the Eisenhower recession. And New Haven was on the resurgence, revitalization, and once I got established, I made a lot of money. I looked upon my competition as my annuity, and I would eat them up. And I stayed with them for 32 plus years, and came out with a pretty good pension, profit sharing. And I met some very good older men who were financial people that helped me, and had a wonderful wife and family. We were all healthy, and we've got a lot to be thankful for.
Mm. How did you get to? You moved next door to the Sullivans.
Right.
Were you friends with him pretty much right away?
Right. Andy was a great guy. He was a very Christian man. He was able to do plumbing, construction, gave me good advice. We built 3 or 4 houses down in Rhode Island together, and cottages that you could buy a shell and do the rest in.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a lot of fun. He was just being retired, and whenever I get fed up with what I was doing, I'd take some time off and we'd head to Rhode Island.
Hmm.
And
So he was older than you.
Andy was 16 years older than I.
Okay.
And his wife, beautiful Marge, is 13 years old. She's 93. I'm 80. She's in wonderful shape for 93.
Hmm. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful woman.
Hmm.
She and Mary are like sisters.
Hmm.
Very close.
What did she do? What was she doing for a living?
Marge worked as a paymaster for International Silver. Andy worked as a technical mechanic supervisor for General Motors in New Departure. They made ball bearings and other mechanical devices.
Hmm.
Smart guy.
Hmm. Wow. Yeah.
French
Well.
Canadian. We went to Canada several times with them and thoroughly enjoyed the visits with them. It was wonderful.
Hmm. Yeah. So what did you think about your 80th birthday celebration?
I thought it was great. I felt much at ease. I enjoyed everyone's company. Everyone came and they seemed to have a good time. I love being where I am in life right now.
Mm.
I feel I have a sense of authority. I feel like I've had plenty of experience. I've been very fortunate in my choices. I am thankful to be where I am.
Mm. Yeah. I'd say so. And everybody showed up also.
Oh yeah.
All the people that needed to be there were
Right.
there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a lot of cheerleaders.
That you do. So I'm gonna get we're gonna get Mary in here,
Good.
and we're gonna talk a little bit about music,
Good.
music in your life, and
High Point.
the high point. Yeah. So I'm gonna see if we can get her now. Maybe we can find her. Is this
Sure.
a good time for you?